Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different than what we normally do. So I'm going to be learning a song on the spot by ear, because I know a lot of you guys have been asking how I do this. So Dirty Honey just released a new song today called Break You. It's been out on their record version, like their vinyl, but they just released it digitally today, and so I've listened to it a whole bunch since it came out today, and I'm just getting to sit down and start learning it right now. So I'm going to do a video right now and just basically walk through how I'm going to learn it, and then I'm going to do a cover video as well after this, and then the lesson video, as I talked about yesterday on my video, will be on my Patreon account. So I'll leave that link down in the description below. So once I get the cover up, I'll leave the link there, and then you guys can check out the Patreon account. For those of you who don't know, it's $1 a month to subscribe to that, and you get access to any lessons or any other videos that I post there. So yeah, let's get right into this. I won't necessarily be talking a whole lot. I'll do a little bit, and then I'll do some playing, and then I'll do some more talking. But yeah, for the most part, you gotta listen to the song first a time, and then it gets the tune in your head, and then you can just kind of envision it on the guitar neck. So yeah, let's get right into it. So I'll press play. So going right into the song here, there was a muted part. So that part is like, I find John uses that technique a lot with his playing. He does like, let me turn the volume up here. So leading into it, and then that just goes into power chords there, which aren't too hard to play. So I'll start from the beginning and see what I can do here. Right there, it's just what I was listening to. It's mostly bass, but there is a guitar part in there. It's just turn it up a little bit. It goes into a separate section here of different power chords, and that's actually turns into a minor chord from what I remember hearing. Let's keep going on. So we got the minor chord, ends on another power chord, and then so now I'm going to make that a section of spot, like where I should focus on a little bit. So the timing is a little bit tricky, kind of threw me off a couple times, so I'm just going to listen to it without playing it. So this part we've already seen, and as you get more experience with learning songs by ear, you'll realize that certain parts, they repeat themselves. And then once you already learn a basic idea of it, you can just go right back to it. So let's get right into this again. To the solo, it's going to get quite a bit more challenging to do it just by listening to it, and so I'm going to take it or listening to it and playing it. So now I'm just going to take it, I'm going to listen to it and see what I can hear from that, and then in certain cases I have to actually slow it down to hear, but I don't think I will in this case. So we have I think I know the first part's right, second part I gotta listen to again. Okay, so I didn't have it right, so I think that's it. I believe that's right. So let's try playing it with the whole solo. So as you see, what I'm doing here, I'm taking it a little bit at a time, and then I'm kind of getting it in my head and figuring it out, and then I just add on little pieces at a time as I go on. So let's listen again.
Tricky spot that's kind of tripping me up, so it's just like that. I just kind of wanted to go on longer than it actually was. All right, let's try this again. That's what I'm hearing in that part. It could be a little bit different, but... And let's go on to the next part.
was, right? And
can you guess what's on our new burger? Dig right in.
And now we have an A&W ad coming up, you know, typical YouTube. So yeah, that's how I typically learn my songs. In this case, the solo wasn't overly hard, so I didn't have to slow it down to 50% or 75%. But YouTube is great for that. You can actually use it to slow it down 75%, 50%. Anything below 50% I tend to find inaudible, and it's hard to hear anything going on. But yeah, if you have a hard solo that you're trying to figure out, slow it down. Even if you're not as experienced with the riffs, you could even slow that down and try and just... When you hear it slower, it might be easier to get onto your guitar neck. So big thing, know your guitar neck and know where each note is. And then if you can identify the key that the song is in, then you'll be able to think of like a spot. And it's also, if you play guitar for a long time, you can actually just start to hear where certain things are on the neck. And when you hear a song, you'll be able to hear where it's being played on the neck, basically. And so, yeah, it's a skill that can be developed by if you try hard enough. And I've been going at this for years. Like, I started with Kiss songs when I was in grade 3, I believe. And Kiss songs are like... let me try that. Stuff like that, or even simple Kiss songs like that with just power chords in it for the most part in them. Those are great to start off with, and then you work your way up, right? Because I started with Greta Van Fleet, now I'm doing Slash, now I'm doing Dirty Honey, and now who knows where I'll go next, right? So it's a skill that's constantly being developed no matter how good you are. And it's such an amazing skill to have because you don't need to pay for tabs or anything. You can just listen to it and you can learn how to play it basically just by hearing what it is. So yeah, I thought I'd make this video for you guys just because a lot of you have been requesting how do I learn songs by ear. So I do a demo for you guys. Lesson will be on Patreon, so if you guys want to learn that song, it's $1 a month, and then you can view it as many times as you want, as well as any other videos I put out. I plan on doing this again with a Greta Van Fleet song if once they release their new album that's coming out. I think around Christmas, maybe in the new year. That's what I've been hearing. They're all just rumors, but it could happen. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun ride. And if you practice this, just practice going through a song, listen to it a bunch before you play it, because you can't just come on fresh hearing a song and then try and learn it right away. You have to actually get the tune in your head and learn it. So yeah, I hope this video helped you guys. I'll have the cover up shortly. I'm just gonna basically upload this video and then put a cover on, and then I'm gonna try and have the lesson up tonight on Patreon as well. So for those of you who want to learn this song quick, I mean, it was released today. I'll have it on Patreon. Just subscribe. For any of you that are concerned about the safety of it, I have a subscriber who is already subscribed to it, and he used PayPal to get into it, which is a completely secure method of payment. It doesn't require you to put your bank information into the Patreon website, and it's an easy way to do that without we're having to worry about any security issues. So yeah, check that out. I'll leave it linked in this video and I'll leave it linked in my cover video, but the lesson won't be up until after I upload the cover. So yeah, check that out, guys. And if you haven't already, check out my Instagram page. I'll leave that linked in here as well. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, guys, keep on rocking.